everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Kelsey Pape, one-star Diamond Team Beachbody coach. Today we are going to be talking about your downline, left and right leg, weak and strong leg, preferred placement, all that stuff that you hear when you sign up as a new coach and you think it's so intimidating and you have no idea what any of it means. Well, today I'm hoping that this short video teaches you every single thing you need to know in just a short period of time, so that way you are ready to start running with your business once we are finished. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you right now and show you the first thing that you need to know. Boom, right here. We all start right here. This is it. You are this little heart right here. You have two legs underneath of you. Every single coach in this business has the same business structure. That means we have two legs, a left leg and a right leg. We call this our downline. Every single time you sign a person up, you're as a discount coach, they're going to be placed on your left leg or your right leg, depending on where you have them placed. So I'm going to show you that. I'm going to actually stop the screen share right here, and I'm going to grab the Coach Online office and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So what you do whenever you get into your Coach Online office is you're going to go to My Business, My Downline, My Graphical Genealogy. Remember that. Again, My Business, My Downline, Graphical Genealogy. Once you get to that page, this is something, you're going to see something very similar to this. This is not me. This is one of my downline coaches, and I want to show you it's more simple this way. In a nutshell, whenever you sign in, you're going to see there's a little red gadget right here. You're going to see a couple blue ones right here. You might see somebody that you don't even know who they are. I'm going to explain all that right now. All right, so red, what that means scheduled for preferred placement. Wherever you see this red little guy right here is where the next person that you sign up is going to go. Extremely important to remember. This is so easy to mess up because everybody forgets about where they put him, especially once your downline starts to grow a little bit. Right here is where her next person is going to be. So Sarah's going to sign up Joe Schmo tonight. That is where Joe Schmo is going to go. Now, here's what's important to remember. The moment that Joe Schmo is enrolled, she is going to want to switch sides. So what that means is the next person that she's going to sign up, she needs to go underneath of Rachel right here, click on this little blue guy. It's going to say, this user has been selected for preferred placement. Would you like to save this change? We press OK. So now you can see that the little red guy switched over here. So Sarah would have Joe Schmo here, and she would have another person to her right at this point. So why did she do that? Why do I encourage Sarah to do that? You're going to want to keep switching back and forth. You want to keep people on your outside legs. Now, what does that mean? That means if you can see that there's an open space, there's a little blue guy underneath of Rachel. Now, if Sarah put somebody underneath of Rachel and Rachel decided to coach in the long run, what she did is she put one of her people underneath of there, and she basically put somebody into Rachel's business. Now, we all can share a strong leg, which I will explain in a second, but you don't want to go in the inside. Just remember, I'm not going to go into too many details because it'll confuse you, but just remember, you're going to want to keep switching back from left to right. So you can see here, if she signed up Joe Schmo on the left, she signed up Lacey on the right, she's going to go back to the other side, click again, and she's just going to keep going back and forth. The one thing you want to remember about that is literally just go back and forth. Now, to touch on why you might see a random person in your downline. Every single one of us has a weak leg and a strong leg. What that means is that if you on your strong leg, you'll see people just like Rachel, who you did not personally sign up. There's not a little PS over her name. What that means is that somebody above you added her to your downline. So what that means is that you are sharing, if you go up one, we'll just say that Tracy added Rachel underneath of Sarah. Do you see how this works? So they're all sharing a leg. Maybe if you go up one more, maybe you see that Summer added Tracy. So this is what Summer's downline would look like, right? Even though Summer maybe didn't sign up to these people. So that's what the strong leg means. That means that somebody above you may be coaching and they're adding people underneath of you. Right here, though, this is Sarah's weak leg. She is in charge of building this leg. She gets no help from her upline on this. This is her responsibility. So the strong leg, again, is something that you're sharing with your upline or some other coaches above you, but you always have a weak leg also. Now I'm going to show you one more thing to kind of demonstrate exactly what I'm talking about here. This is another graphic that I made. If you look here, So this is kind of demonstrating what I just showed you. Pretend that the blues right here are people from other coaches adding underneath of you. Reds with the PS are your personally sponsored coaches. The greens are the no's. You don't want to fill in the inside. You're going to keep rotating back and forth on the outside. Every time, just to recap on that, every single time you sign somebody up, you're going to want to switch to the opposite side. It's that simple. And to show you again how easy that is, let me get back to this page here. All you have to do is click on it, right? So all I have to do is, if Sarah signed up somebody over here that's in the red spot, the next person she would do is she'd click on there. It's that easy. And boom, the next person will be going right there. It's that simple. So the only things that if I could have you remember out of this entire thing is that you are going to see random people on your downline, and that's a good thing. That means you're sharing it with your upline, and your upline's kind of giving you a little bit of volume help, which is something we'll discuss at a later date. But that's what that is. That does not mean that that person that you're seeing underneath of you does not, if they're not personally sponsored by you, then that doesn't help with rank or anything like that. It's just for volume purposes. Remember just to keep switching back and forth. Keep them on the outside. You don't want to fill in your downline, because if any of your coaches decide they want to actively coach and run with the business, you want them to have their own weak leg to build. So that is it, guys. It's that simple. I told you it was going to be super easy. I don't want to go too much more into it because it's going to get really confusing for you guys. But until you hit the rank of diamond, just continue going back and forth. Once you hit the rank of diamond, I will set up a call with you and we will discuss a little more on strategic planning and where you're going to be putting people. But as at this point, just keep going back from left and right. And I'm excited to see what happens, guys. You have this. It's super easy. Play around in your Coach Online office and see for yourself how this works. And we will talk soon. Have a good day.